Hello, everyone, and welcome again to the Thriving Immigrant Woman with your host, Yvette Takwe. As we look forward in wrapping up with 2025, this is my question for you. Have you noticed any stagnation? Have you noticed that you've not had any progress? Have you noticed that you've not reached your 100% goal? This might be what is missing: a mentor. A lot of us seek to thrive in our careers, spiritual life, and physically. But there is this one thing we often forget about: mentorship. Have you ever sat down to examine your life and seek mentorship? Today, I'm going to share with you on the importance of having a mentor and how your life, your career, and your goals can improve with you being a mentee. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure again to have you and to share the best of me with you. So today we are talking about mentorship, and I want to say I am a product of a mentor, the power of guidance and growth. So we understand that every great dream begins with a seed. Even the Bible says that a mustard seed, a tiny seed, when planted and watered, can grow into a very mighty tree. But that seed needs nurturing. Do we agree? Yes, we do agree. It also needs light, it needs water, and sometimes it needs a mentor. And why I'm sharing to you today regarding mentorship is because I'm a great product of a mentor. I am not where I am today, if you know me, by luck. I am a product of a mentor, a product of grace, a product of God's love, and a product of God's divine guidance too, and also the product of man's guidance. So someone saw in me what I could not see in myself, and because he saw something important in me, he decided to walk me through and to guide me through. So if I have to tell you something, mentorship isn't just about advice. It is about transformation, it's about elevation, it's about someone walking beside you, being there to remind you that your greatness is already present and that your greatness is already in you. So I remember when I almost gave up on my dreams when I first of all came to the United States. Reason being that I was so confused. Everyone was just throwing this at me. Oh, nursing is important. Oh no, you don't have to do nursing. You have to start as a GNA. Oh no, people normally start like sales in stores in order to find income for themselves and they pick it up from there. I also had ideologies of, if you're getting into nursing, oh, don't go to a community college. Oh, just get your prerequisites and then you go over to a university. And the challenges and all the advice, it just seems so endless. And then the fear of me failing and the feeling of being unseen or heard, I had to question if I was capable to go through that. And that is when I started seeking help, and I started seeking who was best to give me the best advice that would bring out the best fruit in me. So then I looked and I saw friends, I saw families, and I had a lot of people who were interested to support me. So I had to look and I had to find out who was best to fit that position at that time. So their words changed everything, because sometimes it takes one person, that one voice, to awaken the giant within you. That one voice to tell you that this is your strength. That one voice to tell you that this is your weakness and you can correct it this way. And the person I chose as a mentor did not give me a map, but they gave me a perspective. They didn't hand me success just like that, but they handed me discipline. And they showed me that mentorship is not about creating a copy of who they are, but awakening your original design. That means whoever that mentor was to me did not just want me to be like them, but they wanted to bring out who I really was in me. And that is why I want to share this aspect and this important point of having a mentor with you. What is the power of mentorship. A mentor is that bridge between you and who you're becoming. The mentor gives you direction when life feels confusing. He gives you accountability when motivation fades. And he gives you wisdom, not sometimes from textbooks, but from his or her own life experience. And I want you to understand today that every successful person you admire, every great leader, every innovator stood on the shoulders of someone who guided them. They at one point had someone to guide them through. The truth is that no one climbs to the top alone. It is hard. You can never say you got to that point all by yourself. No, your teacher was there to help you through. You had friends who encouraged you. You have a community who stood by you. So we rise because someone lifted us up. So today I want you to remember and to understand as you begin to seek mentorship. Don't just look for someone who has achieved success. Look for someone who carries wisdom, humility, and faith in them. And when you find them, listen, learn, and grow, because mentorship doesn't just change your path, it refines your purpose. And when that time comes, become the mentor too for someone else. I remember there's a Washington says, each teach one and each one will teach one. So when you gain that relationship and when you gain that interest and when you gain that knowledge from your mentor, be able to pour it into another person, be able to replicate and replicate better, because legacy is not just about building what you have achieved, but it's by how you help others become who they want to be. And ladies and gentlemen, now I get to ask, who is a mentor? A mentor is someone who has more knowledge, experience, or skill in a particular area. Someone who guides, supports, and advises another person. And that person is going to be a mentee. And what does the mentor do? The mentor is guiding, supporting that person to grow personally, professionally, academically, or emotionally. A mentor doesn't only live a life for you, but walks beside you, giving direction, clarity, perspective, and encouragement while allowing you to remain the driver of your journey. Who can be a mentor? Take for example, if you want to become a teacher in life, you want to seek mentorship, guidance, and assistance from someone who has gained a lot of experience and knowledge in that area and that sphere of life. That is who a mentor is going to be. That mentor might not be your immediate teacher. That mentor might not be your family member, but it might just be someone very, very good with a lot of experience in that field. So that is what I seek to present to you, and that is what I'm letting you know today. So the reason why I decided to get into mentorship and the reason why I worked as a mentee, or I became a mentee, was because I wanted to get clarity in my purpose. I wanted to get clarity in my career, and I needed someone who had that experience in that career to be able to pull me through. I needed someone to be able to tell me when it was due, what classes to take at that time, and how to merge my classes so that they don't become so challenging and difficult for me. I needed someone to be there that when I look at my assignments and I'm not able to understand what is actually being demanded or needed of me, I can present to them and say, what do you understand? This is my observation, or these are my thoughts. What do you also think about it? That is why I put myself under mentorship. Did I see the importance? Yes. Was it very successful? Yes. Was it helpful to me? Yes. Because sometimes we feel like we can do everything on our own. No. And that is, I'm going to come in sometimes to talk about the importance of having a support system. And know that a mentor, it's part of that support system. So a mentor is that one that will guide you, will help you navigate challenges and decisions. It became so difficult for me sometimes when I had to make the decision if I had to focus on continuing my nursing career in a community college or moving on to a state university. At that time, I was married, I had kids, I had to juggle my bills all by myself and with my husband. So I needed that advice. And through that, with my mentor, we sat down and we compared the financial aspect of it. how much it was going to cost me continuing my education in a community college, and how much it was going to cost me continuing or moving up with my education in a state university. And I noticed that going to a state university had to cost me more when I sat down to put these things together with my mentor. And that led me to a good decision of, first of all, having my associate degree in a community college before using 12 months to do my bachelor's degree in a state university. At that time, when I went to the aspect of gaining or having my degree in a state university after my associate degree, I was already a registered nurse, so I was earning. Then I was able to then fund my degree or my bachelor's degree. So, and that is the importance of having a mentor, someone who can sit down with you when times are challenging, someone who can sit down with you when your mind is, when you feel like you have that block and you cannot think, and help you reason together and you guys come to a better and a best conclusion or solution for yourself. A mentor too will also act as a teacher who shares wisdom gained through experience. And because my mentor had gone through that career path, and from his own mistakes and from his own life experiences, had all these experiences, he was able to pour into me. He was able to tell me that, Yvette, you can start your semester by taking prerequisites in these classes and leaving out these classes. He was able to tell me, you can start at the community college because the cost of studies is a little bit less and you're going to save more, and taking classes or juggling classes and a full-time job is going to be easy for you. He also acts as, or a mentor also acts as, a motivator who encourages you when you feel like giving up. I remember that I got so challenged when I got to my second semester, and when you're a parent and you're going to school, I was pregnant and studying became so challenging. I remember in my last trimester, 8 months pregnant, sitting up straight to study was so difficult. But my mentor was always there to call me, to check on me, to find out how he was doing. There are times I would complain, oh, it's not working. I remember him even buying a study light for me, shipping it to my location just to support me. That is the importance of having a mentor. That is the importance, because that mentor knows what it feels like for you going through that same situation at that moment. He can relate with you and he can easily provide you that best support. A mentor will also act as a role model whose lifestyle and achievements inspire you. Why am I seeking a mentorship? I want to be a journalist. I want to be the best speaker tomorrow. And I feel like Oprah Winfrey is my go-to person. Oprah Winfrey might not be the best person at that time, or might not be that person to mentor me at that time. But through her connection, she can refer you to another person that can mentor you. Maybe I want to become a medical doctor tomorrow, and I look into it and I see that this doctor at Johns Hopkins has good ratings and he's doing outstanding. I can reach out and say, how do I seek mentorship? I can reach out and say, I'm looking forward to become a medical doctor tomorrow. Will you be able to guide me through that path? That is who a mentor is. That is what a mentor is meant to do to you, or that is how a mentor is meant to assist you. A mentor is also someone who listens and provides honest feedback without judgment. At a certain point in my life, I became so sensitive that the things you tell me either make me feel not wanted or make me feel less of a person. And you want people who can communicate reality to you without making you feel less of a person, without making you feel like you're the worst person on earth. Take for example, you present a paperwork, or you write your paperwork and you want your mentor to go through, and just imagine someone telling me, oh, I thought you were better enough, I thought you knew that much, or you knew better. That's not how you structure a paper. That can hurt sometimes, because you might have put in all the energy, you might have put in all the love, you might have put in everything you know in that paper. But on the other hand, this is what a good mentor can tell you. Oh yeah, I see, Mark, John, Yvette, you did a good job by initiating your paragraph like this. But next time, what I want you to do, if you have to have the best outcome, it's if you can sit down and take out time to edit and check on your spelling errors and restructure some of your sentences. At least that speak well and give you a little peace and a little encouragement for you to understand that at least you did 80% and you need to complete that 20%. That is the role of a mentor. And what else do I have to say? I've already told you who a mentor is. It might be someone very good in that field. It might be someone very knowledgeable. It doesn't might be, but that is who a mentor should be. And why is it important? And just like I've said, because no one becomes great alone. That is why you need a mentor. No champion stands on a podium without a coach. Every football team, every soccer team, every volleyball team has a coach. That will be your coach. No leader succeeds without guidance. There must be that one person that speaks into their life, that speaks into their career, that speaks into their journey. And no dream survives without support. Everyone needs support. Is it support from your husband? Is it support from a friend? Is it support from your teacher? Is it support from your peers? Is it support from your colleagues? A mentor, therefore, helps you avoid the mistakes they have already paid for. Take, for example, if I wasn't seeking mentorship and I just dived into education, I would have just been following like most of my friends that found themselves so caught up in so much student loans and not using that initiative that they could go through a community college and avoid all those loans. That is the kind of pit my mentor took me out of. They give you wisdom so you don't have to learn everything through pain. My mentor was able to tell me what books to buy, what other assistive devices I needed to make my studies and my journey better. He was able to tell me, when you get to your first job, these are the things you can do. This is how you can seek support. This is how you can communicate with your peers to get a good relationship at work. And above all, they push you when you feel like quitting and remind you why you started. So they understand that it is because you want to be that great medical doctor, you want to become that better person, and that is why they keep encouraging you. Understand that there are people waiting for you, there are people waiting for your destiny, there are people waiting for your vision, so you can't quit. So there was no way Yvette could quit because I had a good mentor who was there with me. And before I close up for today, the most important thing I want you to understand as a mentee is that you need to be humbled. You need to be obedient. You need to be teachable. You can never benefit from a mentor if you are not teachable. A lot of us walk around with so much pride that we can't allow people correct us. That is very wrong. You want to give a listening ear. Listen. Pay attention. Take notes. Take notes. But at the end of that, you're going to pick out what is important for you. At the end of that, you're going to pick out what you feel like best fits your current situation with the help of your mentor. So one, we must be humble. You must be able to humble yourself and say, sir, I need help. Will you be willing to give me that help as I push my career forward? Will you be willing to stand by me? Will you be willing to give me that guidance because you've been there before so that I can benefit? And you need to be teachable. Be willing to learn. Be willing to accept the new ideas. Be willing to accept the corrections, even though sometimes they are harsh. Be willing to accept them. So, I want to leave you with this. If you're watching and you don't have a mentor, start looking. And when you find one, I want you to honor the relationship. Learn to appreciate them. Don't wait for them to ask. Pay them. Visit if you can. Send across phone calls. Sometimes not only because you're stranded or because you have questions, but because you just want to tell them, thank you, I appreciate you. Send them gifts during the festive seasons. They too need encouragement. They also need to understand and know that whatever they are assisting you with, you are benefiting and you appreciate them. Ask questions. Show up prepared. Don't just come in. You have a meeting with your mentor. You just come in and you just sit. You're not prepared. You didn't even study, but you have questions to ask. And I want you to know that growth doesn't happen by accident. It is intentional. So you need to be intentional. You need to be serious. You need to be focused. Even when your mentors sometimes act like tired and sluggish, you'll be the one to encourage them. Let them see a reason why through your seriousness. So it is therefore important to seek mentorship, and it's going to happen, and your growth, your prosperity, and you thriving in your career is going to happen through guidance, accountability, and the willingness to learn. Thank you so much, and let me know if this video helps you, and if it does, don't forget to always share it with one other person. Together, each one will teach one, as Denzel Washington says, and we're going to become a better community. And ladies and gentlemen, before I leave you today, I want to say a big shout out to my mentor, Mr. Sange Fidelis. And I want to use this opportunity and this platform to say a very big thank you, sir, for everything you did and you are still doing. And together we are still making sure that this career sees itself to the greatest point we have to be. And I have a promise for you all. If you stay tuned with me, just comment if you want me to bring Mr. Sange on. He has a lot to share. And together we can enjoy a drink from his streams of health, knowledge, and everything. And I just wanted to say thank you so much, sir. You are greatly appreciated, and your wisdom is still keeping me on. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Have a great week, and stay tuned for more. Bye.